The curse is dead! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the funeral of the Washington Commanders season. The Philadelphia Eagles just walked into Northwest Stadium, which, by the way, is basically just Lincoln Financial Field South at this point. And they didn't just win. They clinched the NFC East back-to-back for the first time since Shrek 2 was in theaters. But hold on. We have to talk about how we got here, because this wasn't a football game. This was a comedy special. This was the Three Stooges play football for the first 30 minutes. First play of the game. Will Shipley. Buddy, you fumbled the bag faster than a guy trying to explain his browser history. The game hadn't even started, and Philly is handing out gifts like it's Christmas morning. And what do the Commanders do with it? They start on the 26-yard line and settle for a field goal. A field goal from the 2-yard line. That is the most poverty franchise energy I have ever seen. That is like winning the lottery and using the money to buy a used Honda Civic. And Jake Elliott, my guy, are you okay? 3 missed kicks in the first half? If you bet the over on Eagles points, I know you were sweating through your jersey. You were calling your therapist. The goalposts were playing better defense than the Commanders were. But then, the second half happened, and the Commanders remembered who their daddy is. Saquon Barkley. Look at the spin. He put that defender in a blender. He sent him to the shadow realm. 132 yards. He owns this team. He literally claims Washington, D.C. as a dependent on his taxes. The Eagles went on a 10-minute drive. 10 minutes. They drove from Philly to D.C., stopped for a cheesesteak, filed their taxes, and still scored a touchdown. They sucked the soul out of the building. But the real tragedy? The real WTF moment? Marcus Mariota goes down. Get well soon, King, but then look who comes off the bench. Is that Josh Johnson? Bro has played for 14 teams. He has more jerseys than a Majestic athletic store. He's been in the league since the iPhone 1 came out. And what does he do? Immediately throws a pick. Cooper DeJean didn't even have to move. He just stood there and accepted the donation. Josh Johnson creates turnovers like a bakery, folks. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot ask a guy who qualifies for a senior discount to save your season against the Eagles' defense. The Commanders are officially cooked. They are burnt toast. They are on fraud watch, except nobody ever thought they were real to begin with. They let the Eagles clinch the division in their house. The rent-free allegations are beating the charges because the Eagles aren't paying rent. They hold the mortgage. So, the Birds are the #1 seed, potentially. The curse is broken, and Washington is looking at mock drafts in December. Nature is healing. Listen, if you enjoyed watching the Commanders implode as much as I did, smash that subscribe button. We are roasting everyone in the playoffs. Here is my question for you in the comments. Who sold harder? Was it the Commanders' offense for dying in the red zone, or Josh Johnson for thinking he was Brett Favre? Let me know. Fly, Eagles, fly. Get Josh Johnson a map. I'm out.